Who should get the middle ball? I get this question so much when I'm helping doubles players practice for a tournament. And also, a lot of rec players have the same question when they're playing with someone they're not normally used to playing with. Now, the easy band-aid answer is, well, forehand takes the middle. You probably have heard that a lot. But it doesn't really help in a lot of situations. For example, what if we have a right-handed and left-handed player? Well, all of a sudden, forehand middle doesn't really work. So let's go a little bit deeper and figure this out together. For this example, we have you and your partner up here at the kitchen, and we're going to pretend that both of you are right-handed because that's common, and these concepts apply whether you're playing right-handed, or right-handed, left-handed, or even two left-handed players. Now, I want to quickly point out a huge difference between when your team's being attacked and when your team is about to attack. So if your opponents hit you a hard drive, you're going to cover that very differently than if your opponents pop up a middle ball to you. So let's look at the difference between those two. A common scenario that will happen is your opponents serve it, you return it, you come up to the kitchen, and now they're hitting a third shot drive in between you. Now this would be an attack. You're being attacked, they're attacking it between you. And what I tell people is the person in front, so the person in front of the driver, they are responsible for helping protect their sideline and as far middle as they can protect or defend. So they might reach here, even though it's their backhand. I'm going to give this person, we want this person to have confidence to be able to reach in and take a backhand if they want it, or forehand if they're left-handed, but we want this player to have confidence to be able to cover as much of their bubble as they can. So reaching out towards the sideline and reaching out towards middle on this hard drive. And then if you're here, you're going to help reach middle as far as you can, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, don't care. And it's your job to not clash paddles. So if they reach middle and you reach middle, this is going to happen a lot on a fast ball because you don't really have time to go, you, me. You just have to react. And so when they go middle, this person reaches. Your job is to help cover just behind or just past their bubble. So oftentimes people stand too far over here and they're not able to reach much to help their partner reaching in here. Now, if the ball's being driven from over here, now you're the person in front. So you're responsible for helping protect the sideline and as far middle as you can. So you want to position in a way that allows you to reach out and protect here and reach middle as far as you can comfortably. And then your partner, ideally, they're going to help position maybe here or here so that they can help protect whatever is just past or right outside of your bubble. So if you're reaching here, they might want to reach just behind that. If y'all crash paddles, that's on them because they are farther from the driver. I tell people this is like a car accident. The car behind is at fault if y'all crash. So in this case, the person in front of the driver, the person driving the ball, they should be able to be comfortable reaching and helping protect anything they can protect. They're most responsible for helping protect the sideline, but as far as middle as they can protect, we want them to have confidence to protect. Now, the person diagonal of the person driving or cross court, they're going to help move to the middle and help protect as much as they can without crashing into their partner. Again, this is much more complicated than, forehand takes the middle. Because when you're being attacked, you don't have much time to react, and sometimes the forehand might even not be able to reach the middle. So we want to be able to protect as much court as we can as a team. So we just talked about what to do when your opponents drive the ball hard at you and your partner in between you, and you don't have time to call out you or me. But now we're going to talk about what happens when they float it and it's high and it's slow, or maybe they hit a bad drop shot and it just kind of stays up a little too long. Who should get that middle? When it's high and floating middle, that whole forehand takes the middle is usually a really good saying. Now, again, sometimes it's not two right-handed players. Sometimes it's not two left-handed players. If you have one right, one left, both forehands are in the middle. So we want the stronger attacker to be able to take that, or maybe even the person that is set better and ready to hit the ball. But let's, again, make this easy. Let's pretend we have two right-handed players and they pop up a ball middle. We want this player that's right-handed, forehand middle, to have as much confidence to come over and take whatever slow high ball there is, even if it's like on your left shoulder. If you sense that your partner is coming over to take a hard slam with their forehand, this person should be conceding and kind of moving off the court. same thing. When you're over here and your partner's forehand has this middle ball, you should be conceding and letting them come over, even if it's like, again, on your left shoulder. So I say, if y'all are crashing and it's right-hander, so one forehand, one backhand middle, if y'all are crashing on that one, that's the backhand's fault. The forehand player shouldn't feel timid coming middle to slam a ball. Now let's pretend that in a world, I'm helping you and your partner get ready for a tournament, and you're both right-handed players. However, the person with the backhand, your partner that has a really, really good backhand slam, it's rare, but it happens. And their backhand slam is better than your forehand slam. You should then concede those high slow balls to your partner. If they come over for a hard backhand slam, we should be conceding that to them. Again, it's whoever has the best, most powerful, and consistent slam, they should be the one that has priority on those high, slow middle balls. If they call out me, then you should be conceding. It also can be nonverbal language. If they come over like this and they're ready to slam it and you can sense that, you should be pulling away and letting them slam it. You shouldn't be reaching up and then trying to pull back last second, because that's going to get in their head and maybe they also pull back last second. We don't want that. Also, if I was working with you and your partner to get ready for a tournament, I would tell you to have some defaults in place. So again, when your team's being attacked, we're both helping trying to defend as much ground as we can without clashing paddles. But when you get a high, slow middle ball, I want you and your partner to have defaults. Like, let's say, if I'm on the left side and we get a high, slow middle ball, I should have priority over taking that slam for our team. If I'm on the right side and you're on the left side and your forehand's middle, you should have priority on taking that high, slow middle ball. Having defaults like this is really helpful because it cuts down on the need to have communication in the middle of a point, which can be hard. And when your team's being attacked hard, again, you're not going to usually have time to communicate. So a lot of times people will get attacked hard and then they'll both watch it go by. And then they'll be like, oh, I thought you had it. Oh, I thought you had it. But really, I rather see people clashing paddles on the middle balls than both of you looking at each other. Oh, you. And then when y'all get a pop-up, ideally, that's a great time to call you or me. But let's say our left side player is coming middle for a high, slow ball, and our default is for our left side player to have it. We should be conceding and letting them come over and take it. We should not be poking in and giving a mediocre shot on a high ball when our partner has a really good, powerful shot. Likewise, when you have a really good, powerful shot, our partner shouldn't be poking in for this either. Now, another thing that might happen, let's say we're back to two right-handed players, and the person on the right side, they see a pop-up, and they move over middle to take a forehand slam. That might be a time, because they're moving over so confidently and so far, they are looking like they really want to slam this with their forehand. Now, all of a sudden, instead of it being a weak backhand that they're hitting, they're moving over to hit a strong forehand. That might be a ball that, even though it's your forehand middle, you concede to them and let them have it because they're moving so aggressively and looking like, I really want to crush this ball. We want them to have that if that does happen. So back to our little drawing here, we have this person, like if you're here, let's say, and you move over, the ball comes, again, toward your left shoulder, your middle shoulder, and you want to take this forehand and you move around it, this person should notice that and concede. Again, this is kind of an ideal world. This is maybe not going to happen at rec play, but hopefully the more people understand these concepts, the more common it will be, even at open play. So that's my thoughts on who should take the middle ball. That whole forehand takes the middle, as you see, kind of doesn't work all the time, particularly if you have a right-handed, left-handed player. And again, huge thing for me as a coach is your team being attacked, or did your opponents just pop up a ball for you to slam? You should deal with those completely different. When you're being attacked, both of you defend. When it's got a pop-up, have a default and let the person take it that should have the strongest and most powerful slam back. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.